In the heart of a wedding hall dressed like a movie set, with chandeliers brighter than a full moon and music loud enough to drown out your thoughts, Noor walked in. She wasn't the bride. She wasn't even part of the spotlight. But as soon as she entered, they saw her. The side eyes, the raised brows, the not-so-quiet whispers that still managed to echo in her chest. Isn't she 26 now? Still not married? She's pretty, but maybe too focused on her career. And the dagger wrapped in concern. Insha'Allah soon, beta. But try softening up a little. You know how it is nowadays. Noor smiled, not because it didn't hurt, but because pain had long become a familiar guest. She turned politely, eyes scanning the hall. The music beat echoed through the marble. Her cousin, the bride, entered under a floral canopy with smoke machines, videographers, and cousins cheering from every corner. Noor's lips tightened. She caught sight of her mother, seated at a corner table, visibly tired, hands resting on her cane. Noor wanted to sit beside her, but she knew another group of aunties was approaching. They came with warm smiles, half-sincere compliments, and a sly, "Why don't you dance too, beta?" Then the music changed again. Phones lit up. Applause rose. No one lowered their gaze. No pause for modesty. No moment for the dean. Noor's heart felt heavier. She whispered, "When did weddings become performances? When did we start chasing trends instead of blessings? Why do we celebrate a sunnah by forgetting the one who prescribed it?" She closed her eyes, and that's when a voice returned to her heart, a voice she hadn't heard in weeks, but one that always felt like peace after a storm. Aisha, her best friend, her reminder, her mirror on days she couldn't recognize herself. She remembered the night they sat together after yet another proposal fell through. No dramatic words, no forced silver linings, just soft hands wrapped around hers, and eyes full of sincerity. Noor, you're not missing anything. You're not incomplete. You're not left behind. Sometimes Allah holds back what your heart wants, to give your soul what it truly needs. You don't know what He's protecting you from. You don't see what He's building inside you right now. Maybe your heart is being trained to love for the sake of Allah, not for the world's applause. Maybe this delay is divine preparation. Noor could still hear her voice. Use this season to become the kind of woman who walks into someone's life and brings them closer to Jannah, not just closer to a wedding date. This isn't punishment. This is the purpose. You're not late. You're just on a different test paper. And when your time comes, it will come with so much khair that you'll look back at today and say, "Ya Allah, thank you for saying not yet." Noor's heart softened. Not because the pain disappeared, but because suddenly it had meaning. She sat beside her mother, helped her eat, asked if she was okay. She watched the bride, posing for a camera she'd never peep, and thought, if my marriage ever comes, let it be quiet, let it be sincere. Let it be a night that pleases Allah, not a night where I gain the world's praise and lose His. Later that night, as she scrolled through her Islamic youth blog, she saw a message. "Sister Noor, your post on contentment made me cancel a haram relationship. May Allah reward you." Her eyes welled up. That moment, it mattered more than any ring, more than any wedding stage, more than any whispered judgment. Noor blinked away her tears and began to type. Not for attention, but for the silent hearts aching behind another screen. She wrote, "People think you're being picky, but you've said yes before. You've prayed istikhara. You've had proposals. Some didn't feel right. Some never followed through. Some hurt you when they left. You've done your part. You've tried. But now, you don't even know how to answer anymore when someone says, 'So when is your turn?' You force a smile, but what you really want to say is, 'I don't know. I honestly don't know anymore.' And that uncertainty, it eats at you. Because deep down, you've always dreamed of love that's halal, of a partner who brings you closer to Allah, of building a home with barakah, not betrayal, of growing together, not just aging together. And while you wait, you carry a quiet grief. No one sees. You see your cousins move on. Your friends get busy. You stay up making dua, wondering if Allah heard you the first time. He did. Wallahi, He did. The Prophet ﷺ said, "No fatigue, nor disease, nor sorrow, nor sadness, nor hurt, nor distress befalls a Muslim, even if it were the prick he receives from a thorn, but that Allah expiates some of his sins for it." So what about the woman who stays patient when no one proposes? What about the man who lowers his gaze when his soul aches for love? What about the one who turns down every wrong door, waiting for the right one? That pain is not wasted. That patience is worship. Even this wait is being written, rewarded, witnessed. Let them whisper, let them wonder. You keep growing in ilm, in akhlaq, in tawakkul.